Hello, all. This is Richard Williams, founder of the Human Experience Project, and your guide for the 30-day contemplative journaling journey. That is a mouthful. I really appreciate you guys understanding, you all's working on my language, you all's understanding and compassion. You navigated some health issues. I wanted to pop in and give you a little bit of a preview because I realize, especially with the delay, you're probably like, what is all this that he's making? What is this thing that I've signed up for? What are we doing? So quick tour, giving you a glimpse of the kind of my view of the student view of the course platform we're using via Thinkific. And this is one of the modules that you'll see in the beginning where you'll kind of get used to your complimentary or included workbook or downloadable PDF journal, which is the cover of it. You've seen this logo several times, right? But within the course room, you'll have some sort of lesson prompt, just kind of going over some of the controls. You'll have complete and continue, which you can click on. There's typically an opportunity if you would like to share your progress through. You can share that to various social medias or a link. Link that to someone. Resurrect the course, that would be helpful. But you can always just hit continue. So this is day 1. This is the first lesson we'll go through together with a pretty quick, about a 3-minute video from Dr. John Powell, who kind of just describes the what and why of contemplative practices, coming from the Mind and Life Institute, one of their interview series. Great organization. If you haven't yet explored some of their offerings, some of their ways to engage, connect, explore, and grow individually and together, I would definitely check out the Mind and Life Institute. Most of the lessons are going to have some sort of video. There might be like a talk like this. It could be an animated short. It could be music. There's a couple music videos in here. But then you have a prompt. There's always an image, and shout out to the photographer who collaborated with me on this one, Vincent L. Hunter. Excuse me, Vincent L. Hunter. Let's try that again. All of his information is linked throughout the course, but he took these amazing photos that help kind of provide an additional prompt within the written prompt. So you'll see it'll be marked today's prompt. There'll be an image, and then the text of the prompt. This one is asking what is one of the treasured gifts of wisdom that someone has given you? Why is that gift of wisdom treasured by you? And how might your contemplative practice be a gift to yourself or others? So within the course, this is how it will look. You're more than welcome to write these. You should. I'll double check the settings. You ever got copy and paste this if you're putting it into a Word doc? But one of the really nice things that I use the course platform for is this app called Wobo, which allows us to have a fillable electronic PDF downloadable workbook or journal. So I flipped you over to the journal part, right? This is the cover of the journal. There's a bit that we kind of begin the practice just before you begin that day 1, setting gratitude and intentionality. But you'll see you have text, and you have a space where you can fill in the blanks, right? And this will all be downloadable, so you can download module by module. So each day is considered a module, or you can download the entire workbook. You can download it all together and just kind of go with it that way. You can access it. It will be, once I've published it, embedded within the course. So you'll see, I'm going to flip you back. Hopefully you guys don't get whiplash here. In the course, you'll have like the lesson, and then there'll be an assignment, which will have the workbook embedded. So you'll be able to click complete. I haven't done this yet, so it's not going to work out exactly right. But this next page, instead of seeing day 2, you'll see the workbook that you can then fill in within the course platform. So you don't have to jump screens. You don't have to do a whole bunch of things. I tried to make it as easily accessible and workable into your flow as possible. There's all of his links, his Facebook, his Instagram. So another kind of tour of the workbook, y'all, is labeled by day. The theme that we've got, it doesn't. Most of them don't have the videos that are in the lesson. Just to kind of shorten the website or web page file size to help you guys access that. You all access that via mobile or whichever ways are most accessible and easy for you. Realizing that everyone's internet access isn't as stable, as fast, as rapid. So I'm trying to include all. But you'll have the visual, which is the photo, and then the prompt in its place to write. One of the things one of the things to note rather about the photos is that they may not necessarily seem 100% aligned. Like, why did he put this photo? An invitation for you is to sit with that question every day. Why this photo? For example, we've got one here on intentionality. Why might I be using this particular photo? And you'll get more context, right, within the lesson about intentionality. You see, sometimes they're not always directly like, hey, this is intentionality, hey, this is your prompt, flow. The idea of this is to trigger and provide many opportunities for curiosity and wonder, questioning, and just a lot of the idea, I hope that I've broken this down and streamlined enough, is that it shouldn't take you more than 30-45 minutes to hopefully, again, with that work into your flow of being in the day. Maybe doing it on your phone, while traveling via mass transit to work or school, on a lunch break, before bed, before the rest of your household, or you really fully wake up and start scurrying around. You have this moment to sit and engage in some contemplative practices. Everything is on track to launch, a little bit delayed but never denied, on Sunday. You will have an email hopefully Saturday night that says, hey, it's open, it's live. You can go ahead and start kind of plugging around. That first gratitude page and the intentionality will be available there. And then I'm still working on some of the logistics behind the scenes to make sure you get a daily reminder email. Still working through that one, but if not that, you'll at least have a weekly email from the platform. So far I've been able to get it down to weekly to remind you, hey, these things are going on. X, Y, and Z course is going on. The forum is going to be very active pretty soon, I hope. We'll be engaging in that as well. But if you do have any questions or any needs, if you see something, oh wait, this is a struggle for me to access, or this is a barrier for me, please let me know. You can shoot me an email at richard@connected2human.com, and I will do my absolute best to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you all again for joining us on this inaugural product program of the Human Experience Project. I am deeply grateful to have you here. I can't wait to spend 30 days contemplating, reflecting, questioning, and being curious together. Be empowered and empower others through compassion.